and welcome. My name is Johnny Fragan. I'm a personal coach. I'm from All Total Coaching. What I want to talk to you today is about why so many women today fail with men. Now, this is going to be in your face. If you can't take it, please log off immediately because you are preconditioned by society to eat rubbish. But if you stay on and stay tight, I will go into detailed analysis. I will explain to you into details exactly what have you been doing wrong, so you won't have to repeat those mistakes, because in most cases when a guy never rings you, he will never tell you what you did wrong. Now, before you criticize, and by all means criticize, please listen to the whole presentation and then you can make up your own mind. So if you're really ready, sit down and listen, enjoy, and if not, keep reading 50 Shades of Grey or Waiting for Superman. Okay, great. Ladies, let's get on with it. Here are the points without the fluff and without the bullshit. Too needy, too clingy, not smiling and being in good mood, talking about exes, what he did, etc., and dwelling again and again on the past, revealing too much too quickly, being in a bad mood or a negative mood, bad-mouthing people or continuously whinging, talking only about yourself, talking about how men cheat or how this man cheated on your friend, etc., etc. Not listening, being the victim scenario where you're waiting for that man to save you and you never take responsibility for your actions. Staying at home and not being proactive. Dressing badly and not in a feminine way. Bad breath or bad hygiene. Not being thankful and appreciative for what other people do for you, especially that man that took you out. Having a fantasy and a fairy tale expectations. Wanting to escalate a casual meeting into a relationship, or chasing the man, or trying to force the issue. Introducing him to your family too quickly. Not liking yourself or appreciating who you are as a person and as a woman. Thinking that men have the same emotions as women when that is wrong. Focusing too much on details about his shoes that were not perfect, or his haircut, or his shaving. Get over it. No man, including myself, is perfect. Getting advice on men from bitchy girlfriends. Being constantly on the phone, even when you're on a date. Thinking the man will actually do everything for you. Not having fun. Regardless. Have fun, be fun. A lot of women are waiting for that stimulation to happen. Sometimes you have to be proactive. Being boring. Nobody wants to be with somebody boring. Everybody likes somebody interesting. Playing too many mind games. Not returning phone calls and then wondering after a while why that man never rang you up, because you never even reciprocated once. Being rude or impolite. Thinking that you are going to meet that bad boy or whatever and you're going to fix him. When in the long run, you won't. Being defensive. What does he want? What does he want? What does he mean by that? Get over it. Be cool. Just roll with the punches. A lot of women contradict themselves. They say one thing, but do something that is totally the opposite. Like they say they want a nice guy, but they go for the bad guy. And then complaining about it. Disrespectful to others and oneself, gets drunk or makes a fool out of herself in public. Nobody likes that. Indecisive, cannot make up her mind, and as a close female friend of mine does every time a man comes into her life. The closer he comes, the more she pushes him away. Then she complains and regrets about it. Being judgmental, flaky, and can't keep her words. taking the masculine role and overpowering the man. Going for the same guys, although you know deep inside that there is no future with those guys. You know it's wrong and you still keep doing it. Still saying with the same guy that's abusive or flakes you and doesn't keep his word. Being scared of being alone. Being too outspoken for any relationship to work. Sometimes you have to let things slide. Looking for constant gratification and validation from the man. Does my hair look nice? Does my shoes looks nice? Does my whatever? Once or twice, that's great. After that, move on. Sleeping with that guy too quickly or holding out too long. Making your man constantly jealous. As I mentioned earlier, change your mind constantly to pleasing. Not being approachable where it's written all over your face, get away from me. Smile. We're here to have a great time. If you got that face, no wonder you're single. Being in the mindset that all men want is sex. When I personally coached men that they really want to meet that really great woman and have a family and have a life. Ignoring warning signs that men give out like druggies, womanizers, gamblers, and still doing the wrong thing and going for that particular guy. Women today have got so many options that they think they're always going to be a better guy out there, when really it's a blunt lie, because the media don't care about you. Then one day you wake up and the biological clock is over. Then all you're going to say, what happened in my life? I'm not going to go into details, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not funny. Sadly, so many women are in that category. And the worst thing is they cannot separate fact from fiction. Some women cannot be with a great guy. They just love to suffer. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but I will prove it to you by a video that a woman did a while back. Please click here for that video. Now, for more information about dating tips for women that I did, please click here for that video. And if you want to look us up, please look us up at www.alltotalcoaching.com. Now, you can have all and totally disregard all these attributes and have all of them. But the more you are aware of these attributes and the more you minimize of having these mistakes, you will get a great man in your life. And I promise you that you will meet that man. But you have to be flexible. I love when I talk to women and I coach women and they say to me, yes, John, I want somebody flexible. But they want everybody around them to be flexible. But they don't want to be flexible. When I talk about flexible, I mean everybody, the guy and you. Now, you can't minimize all these attributes. You can't not have some of them. But the less mistakes you make, as I mentioned earlier, you're going to get that guy. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video. This took me quite a while. I want to thank all my subscribers watching me, and more than anything, thanks for the great questions. This is a video that 7-8 women in the last couple of weeks asked me to do. I really hope this has been answer to most of your questions, and great videos are coming your way. I want to thank everybody that helped me put this clip together. I want to thank you again for listening to me, and taking your time to listen to me. You can look us up, as I mentioned earlier, on alltotalcoaching.com, or you can email me on john@sosdating.com. Thank you very much for listening to me.